Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The in-depth meetings of the General Chapter 28, organized by the Study Center Living Tabernacles in collaboration with the Conference of Salesian Provinces of Italy CISI training sector, have now become a fixed monthly appointment. Today, the 20th February 2021, from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m., and interview was scheduled for Don Roberto Carli, Salesian, on the theme of missionary synodality into Eucharistic key, that is, the theme of communion in the church, starting from the deep reading of the experience of the Salesian co-worker and servant of God, Vera Gritta. Don Roberto Carli is Professor of Theological Anthropology in the Faculty of Theology of Turin, Crocetta, spiritual animator of the primary ADMA of Turin, author of several books and articles. A few days after the feast of Don Bosco, the Salesian community of Rimini has released a box set that collects all the publications concerning its Church of Maria Auxiliatrix. The collection serves as a synthesis of the materials of deepening and dissemination elaborated in conjunction with two centenarians recently lived by the community. That of the birth of Blessed Alberto Marvelli, March 21, 1918, who in the Church of Mary Help of Christians was formed as committed young Christian, and the one related to the arrival of Salesians in Rimini 1919 to 2019. The Salesians took pastoral care of Shua's mission not too far away from the country's capital Ulaanbaatar in 2016 on the proposal of the then Vicar Apostolic of Mongolia, Monsignor Venceslas Padilla. When we first arrived, we had at disposal just 4 ger, the traditional Mongolian round houses. Yes, it was difficult to begin apostolic activities without a solid infrastructure. We used 2 ger joined together as a chapel. One small ger was for the parish office and another ger was for the kitchen, says the Salesian Timorese Don Mario Gaspar dos Santos, serving in Shua since last year. Noting then that in that way they did not have a suitable place to live nor a suitable place to offer people to pray, given that during the winter the chapel built in the ger was extremely cold. The Salesians got busy. They renovated a 2-story building and obtained a chapel and internal playroom, a library, a shower available to people, and also a computer room. The terrible explosion that devastated Beirut on 4th August brought the country's economy and many families to their knees who lost their homes. The Salesian Missionary Prosecutor's Office, Missionai Don Bosco of Turin, was immediately active in supporting local Salesian and, thanks to the help of many benefactors, gave some serenity and comfort to 189 families. Lebanon, a country already shaken by a complex and long socio-political and economic crisis, aggravated subsequently by the COVID-19 pandemic, has suffered a huge catastrophe. The explosion, probably caused by a fire inside an abandoned ammonium nitrate depot in the port of Beirut, razed the entire surrounding area to the ground and destroyed most of the adjacent neighborhoods. The Ombudsman of the Republic of Burundi, Mr. Edward Duwimana, one of the country's leading authorities, joined the Christians of Buterere and the various pilgrims on 7th February to visit and pray in the Shrine of Mary Help of Christians. At the end of Mass, he addressed the present, thanking the Catholic Church for her works, education, health, and community development. He then called on Christians to be builders of peace, reconciliation, and unity. On February 13, the Bosco Taldea Federation of Salesian Youth Centers based in Bilbao celebrated the annual online meeting the presence of Manuel Seguin, Vice President of the Confederación Don Bosco, and Pedro Hernandez, National Coordinator of Youth Centers. In addition to approving the activities and budget for 2020 and the work plan and budget for 2021, some tasks have been renewed, such as the presidency of Bosco Taldea, which has been entrusted to Yvonne Ramos de Lera, who assumes his responsibilities on behalf of the Bosco and its association of UNITA. 25 people participated in the event, which also served to share the experiences and activities carried out during the pandemic. The formative moment was curated by Don Javier Quimino, Delegate for Youth Ministry of the province, Spain San Giacomo Maggiore, SMM, who shared a series of reflections and ideas on Srena 2021 of the Rector Major, Move by Hope, Here I Make All Things New, Book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 5. Suggestions to be able to continue the educational, evangelization and social transformation work with the girls, boys, adolescents and young people that we accompany in Salesian youth centers, he said. Jose Angel Romo of the technical team of the Bosco Taldia Federation concluded, "We can firmly affirm that life continues to germinate in our youth centers." From 4th to 6th February at the Don Bosco, Roga, a meeting took place in which 18 young Salesians information participated from aspirant to the Shillong to share their experiences and vocational processes with spaces for reflection on various topics. The meeting was accompanied by Don Mario Villalba, Superior of the Salesian Province of Paraguay, PAR, Don Delio Barrero, Delegate for PAR Training, and Father Miguel Angel Cardozo, Director of Don Bosco, Roga. On February 18, a Holy Mass was celebrated to remember Don Marek Rybinski, SDB, missionary in Tunisia, killed on February 17, 2011. The Salesian Seminary companions took part: Don Percy Mislio Solarski, Don Petro Zulufik, Don Mesit Maluka, and Don Thomas Lukazuk. The rest of the Salesians who could not intervene joined spiritually in prayer. Don Percy Milsa Sularski, Don Marek's closest friend, in his homily recounted the life of the Salesian missionary, pointing out that Don Marek chose Christ and was a disciple to the cross. After Holy Mass, a plaque was unveiled in memory of the deceased Polish missionaries. They have worked for years in missions, evangelized, helped the poor, taught, built and carried out missionary projects. We want the memory of them and their good deeds to never fade. On the sidelines of the 59th session of the United Nations Commission on Social Development, CSOD 2021, the Coalition of Religious for Justice, JCOR, promoted an event co-sponsored by the Salesian representation to the United Nations entitled Serving Through the Digital Divide, Testimony of Catholic Religious Women on the Role of Digital Technology in Social Inequalities. The event featured Sister Elena Saavedra of the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians, FMA, who presented the work done by Salesian nuns in Ecuador and Colombia during the pandemic to reduce the digital divide, the gap between those who have access and familiarity with digital technologies and those who are not, providing access to education for the marginalized through digital technologies. Every year on February 13th, World Radio Day is celebrated. To celebrate the anniversary, the Salesian Network of Brazil has decided to present the history of the 6 Salesian radio stations active in the country. Lent began with Ash Wednesday, a time of fasting, prayer and almsgiving in preparation for Holy Week. Lent is a time for believing, for welcoming God into our lives and allowing Him to make His dwelling among us. Fasting experience as a form of self-denial helps those who undertake it in simplicity of heart to rediscover God's gift and to recognize that created in His image and likeness we find our fulfillment in Him. Living a Lent with hope means feeling that in Jesus Christ we are witnesses of the new time in which God makes all things new. From Book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 1 to 6. In this life, we will always have things to do and we will have excuses to offer. But right now, brothers and sisters, today is the time to return to God. Lent is a journey that involves our whole life, our entire being. It is a time to reconsider the roads we are taking to find the way back home, to rediscover the fundamental bond with God on which everything depends. Our journey back to God is hindered by our unhealthy attachments, held back by the seductive snares of our sins, by the false security of money and appearances, by the paralysis of our discontents. In order to walk, one must unmask these illusions. Lent is humble descent within us and towards others. The ash on the head reminds us that we are dust and to dust we will return. but on this dust of ours, God blew His Spirit of life. Our return journey to God is possible only because there was His outward journey towards us. Otherwise, it would not have been possible. Before we went to Him, He came down to us. The Father who calls us to return is the one who leaves the house to come looking for us. The Lord who heals us is the one who let Himself be wounded on the cross. The Spirit who makes us change our life is the one who blows with strength and sweetness onto our dust. Acrobat evoque meaning little acrobat is a statement of gratitude and affection from a young speaker in Don Bosco, from whom he feels expected, loved and accompanied. So viewers, with that we have come to the end of today's edition. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.